Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode here at Tribal Trades, coming at you from the great state of Florida. One hell of a drug. And I do want to welcome you to the channel wherever you are tuning in from around the world. Thanks for watching. Today we're going to ask the question, what if we never have an alt season? I'm going to answer that question today and a whole bunch more. We got a ton of stuff to get through. So before we do that, smash the like button. This does help get this channel out to more people, does help support the channel, as does your wonderful comments. Thank you for those. You take the time to write them. I take the time to read them and respond. And if you've asked questions in the comment section, I do get back to those as soon as I am able to. However, if you'd like more immediate engagement and interaction with me, you can find me in the Discords. I am in the Stocks with Josh Discord. I've got my own Crowned Traders channel in there where I share education, insights, resources, some of my trade setups, and of course, entertainment. Because this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is education and entertainment purposes only. Are you not entertained? And so you can find those links below in the description. Just click the more button. That will pop out. I'm also in the Tribal Trades Discord. However, that Discord is now closed. I will be opening that up again for a limited time, for a limited number of people sometime this year. And so you can get on the wait list for that. There's an email address there, and you can reserve your spot for when I do open that up again. Okay, so let's jump into some of the news. And there is, what if alt season never happens again? Has a lot of people worried, I can tell you there. And even YOLO, very unlikely majority of alts see a new all-time high this year. I would agree with this. Many alts have charts that will never come back and look like below. They did he did a quick snapshot and the top 500 pre the May 2021 nuke, and looked at the prices again just before the November 21 top. And at least 66% of alts in the top 500 did not make a new all-time high again later in the year, despite it being a bull market. There was only a few exceptions. And this is what I've been saying all along to people, is that be careful what altcoins you are in, because I've been there and I've seen those altcoins in April and May, and they never recovered ever again. Not only did they never make a new all-time high, they never recovered again. They died. And so we seen yesterday, I reported about the whole issue in Argentina. We have a situation where the Cayman Islands and Bermuda are now allegedly trying to launch the coins. Guys, right now, it is not a good time to be in meme coins. I warned you about this. I got some criticism about it, about the high risk plays. I said I was getting out of those in January. I was going to be focusing on multi-cycle coins with utility. And I have proven yet again, to be right. And all those people who made those comments on YouTube about meme coins, and it's going to be a meme coin super cycle, and why are you selling your meme coins? Now I've been proven very much to be right there. And of course, it is not the place to be right now, in my opinion. I just think we're too close to the end of where most altcoins topped out and never recovered, which was April 2021. Well, if that happened in April 2025 or May 2025, or even in March or February, I just think we're too close there as well. And so even some of the traditional ones, how long until ETH becomes deflationary again? And again, the altcoins that I'm going to share with you in the show are ones that do not have an unlimited, uncapped supply like Ethereum, where they can just keep printing tokens and adding to the supply, suppressing price, dumping them into the markets there, okay? Pump.fun launched in April 2024. It actually launched in January 2024, but it was soon after that really we have seen the market really crashed down in March of 2024. And when you think of it, from March 2024 to September, we saw a few altcoins take off, like Sui and Tau took off a little early, but most didn't take off till October or early November, when there was an election result, the low of election week. And then since then, really, there hasn't been much of an alt season. There was about a 1 month, 6 week pump into December, around that Christmas time, and Fed Power came and rained on everybody's parade. And since then, it has been tough going. And so I like what Quentin says here. I think this is very, very good. Retail had the biggest advantage in history. They ran institutions. They held the most Bitcoin, but instead of holding, they chased zero utility tokens and meme coins, ignoring Bitcoin while Wall Street quietly accumulated. Now, remember, I usually share 2 videos every day and have done so since I started this channel in late May. And one of the videos was always dedicated to Bitcoin. Okay, so if you have not been an accumulator or holder of Bitcoin, you've really missed out on the cycle. Now institutions are stacking and retail is trapped in speculative bets with no exit liquidity. Imagine telling your grandkids you once owned Bitcoin but sold it to gamble on memes while Wall Street walked away with everything. Don't make that mistake. The majority of your portfolio should be in Bitcoin. If you want to gamble, do it with a fraction. What do you think about that? And is the majority of your portfolio in Bitcoin, or is the majority in altcoins there? Okay, so that I thought that was very, very interesting there. And so even Trump is having second thoughts about his crypto council. This new plan is seen as a way to avoid rife tribalism and infighting within the crypto industry. And this user is saying, here's a plan for dumping XRP on the American people in perpetuity. Remember, XRP has a token unlock of 1 billion tokens per month, okay, for the next 4 years, I think. And so I just don't understand why people continue to buy XRP, all right? So sure, for a quick in and out trade, but for any kind of a long-term investment or hold, it just make sense. Many are wondering why Solana underperformance. It's simple. On March 1, 112 million tokens will be unlocked. Okay, so even Solana has some troubles ahead. And this is why for Solana, listen, now I talk about Solana, I talk about it being a multi-cycle coin, but also remember I bought Solana at $12 and sold a bunch of it at $291. So while I'm holding Solana, I'm not buying any more Solana. The entries that I've given here and that I give within the Discord really are for in and out plays. And let me just clarify that, because of course I'm going to have some Solana in the bear market. I am, because I don't want to miss if Solana goes up to 1,000 or 2,000 from here. Maybe it can, maybe it won't. But I just have, my goal is by the time the bear market comes is to have as little altcoins as possible. Really, they're just what I call moonbags, okay, just moonbags. Even though they keep adding to the supply, as does Ethereum, the supply of Cardano and XRP both dwarf Solana's supply. It would take many, many years or cycles for Solana to get even close to the enormous and horrendous supplies that both XRP and Cardano both have. In fact, we can have a look at that right now, so we can have a quick understanding of that. If we go to XRP, for example, the supply of XRP, with a lot of it is locked and will be dumped upon the holders. The total supply there, I think that's 100 billion. I think that's more than a lot of meme coins. Yes, it is 100 billion. I think about 57 billion is in supply. So they've still got 47 billion that XRP own that they're ready to dump on retail there. It's just not a coin that I'm very interested in being in. So 100 billion. Cardano supply, even though I think all the supply is actually out there for Cardano, it looks to be not all of it. So they've got a whopping 4 in supply out there. So they've still got 20% of the supply. That's a lot. That's billions and billions of tokens they still have. No thanks, Cardano. Thanks for coming. And then Solana here, their supply is at 594 million. So not even at 1 billion in supply. But the problem here is this max supply is infinity. So they just keep adding to the supply. And that's the problem that I have long term with some of these tokens. Either they have too much supply, number one, like Cardano, even though most of it is out. Look, they've still got 20 billion tokens to be released out there. Supply is way too high. even with XRP, even though the supply is capped, but I do, in their white paper somewhere, I believe they can actually increase that supply, I'm told. Heaven forbid, because the supply is already enormous, okay? And then 45 or 43 billion of that supply is ready to be dumped on retail, 1 billion per month, okay? So that's, I'm not a investor, but so as you can see, even though Solana adds to the supply every year, their supply is 594 million and XRP was 100 billion. So this is the absurdity and the greed and some of the horrible tokenomics that is out there. People saying that XRP will get to $50 or $100. Very, very unlikely. Maybe in 50 years, I don't know. But honestly, just to get to $6, it's got to get to ETH supply. Now, Ethereum, they keep adding to their supply, but at least, again, and their supply is infinity as well. So I don't like that either. Their max supply, they can give, but they're only at 120 million. So, you know, it was good to be an early investor into Ethereum, but for me, it's not investable right now just because they keep adding to that supply and they have that issue. Same with Solana. I think it's a trade and I'm not going to be holding any through the bear market at this stage, although I do get rewarded with Ethereum for free as part of my rewards program that I have set up. When I spend, I get sent Ethereum there. Okay, so there's just a little bit of an insight there for some of these things. So we talk about Solana there. You know, I like this here over the past few days. These figures have either launched or promoted a meme coin. Going through here, the meme coin frenzy is draining liquidity, which is a major reason why alt season is missing. Okay, so that's a problem there. And then you can see people like the VVV people. Thankfully, I shared this token at $9. It went up to 12, and I got stop lossed out just under $9 somewhere. Thankfully, because you can see the team just basically dumped on all their holders. There's all the VV team wallets, all the sales, just dumping this token. This is a token to, in my opinion, to stay away from, for example. And that's the problem. That's the problem. You've got too many people going in, even what we think would be legitimate tokens that got launched on Coinbase on day one, and they totally did that to the people that bought in on the token there. So it's just really, as we conclude this video, what are my thoughts on alt season? I think we can have an alt season, and I think there are some alts that are going to do well. And I think the chart that I would mostly be looking at would be total 3. I think total 3 is going to be the winner here. If you look at total 2, this includes Ethereum. Under most of these EMAs and moving averages, it's above the 200 EMA on the daily and above the 200 simple moving average. But total 3 is going to look more bullish because that's minus ETH. Okay, and so this is above the 100 EMA. It's above these two. It's doing a lot better. And I think total 3, which is going to be the total crypto market cap minus ETH. Now, the others, minus your top 10, almost in a bear market here. And this is basically if you remove the top 10 coins from the equation. And this has only really been held up probably by some of the stronger coins that are outside the top 10, like Sui and like Tau. And the coins that I'm looking at right now is going to be obviously the Sui. I do like Sui. It does have a capped supply there. It is 10 billion. So it's a little high, but it's still a quarter of that of Cardano and a tenth of XRP. And there is a max supply as well, okay, for Sui. And it's obviously the best and fastest blockchain out there. Potenza Tau is another one that I've been a big fan of. It's struggled, I have to be honest, it's struggling away. But the max supply is only 21 million, just like Bitcoin, and it's mined like Bitcoin as well. It's the closest thing that I can find to be a potential Bitcoin, of course, apart from the Bitcoin creator, Satoshi Nakamoto, is anonymous there with that. And then of course, Ondo is having its own blockchain come out. Again, the supply is a little higher than I'd like at 10 billion. They don't have another unlock for another year, January 2026. So I think the bull run will be over by then. And of course, it's still a quarter of the supply of Cardano, and it's capped. It's capped. They can't just keep adding to it like Ethereum, and they don't have 43 billion tokens. I mean, XRP has 43 billion tokens locked and a billion tokens just dumping on people every single month. This is not the case, obviously, with Ondo. So those are really my top three there. But I'm going to stick with those top three, the Sui, the Ondo, and the Tau. Those are my top three. Those are the ones that I'm looking for this bull run. Those are the ones that I have the majority of my money into. Of course, Bitcoin as number 4. Those are my top 4. Of course, this is more of a show around altcoins and what I think alt season is coming. And I think alt season can come when people just get out of these meme coins. I think the big winners so far in this bull run are obviously those who hold Bitcoin, those who have held the stronger altcoins. Sui, Tau, Ondo have all done incredible gains in this bull run so far. And then, of course, and Solana, let's not forget Solana. I got that at $12, went up to $290 odd. But I think also the leverage traders, liquidating, follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. And I think, we've seen Bitcoin, and I haven't mentioned Bitcoin here simply because it just continues to trade in that range of 90 to 100K. Right now, it's in the top part of that range, the middle of the range, 95 up to 100K. And we're just seeing market makers liquidate those to the upside. All those go highly leveraged shorts. They liquidate them up at 97, 98, 99, and then they come down and they liquidate the highly leveraged longs, rinse, repeat. And those are the big winners so far in this bull run. So if you don't want to get stuck, don't be a highly leveraged trader. If you're doing leverage trader, I don't really do more than 3x, sometimes 5x, but I have a smaller position if I do that. I manage the position size. And then obviously meme coins, I did give a warning. And look, there was a time that I was in meme coins and that meme coins did well and worked well. And now I think that time is not to be in meme coins, and I shared that a month ago. You can go back in my YouTube video. It's a video titled I'm Dumping These Coins, and I clearly shared my strategy and why I saw this coming. I foresaw this. I predicted it. I shared it with you before any of this happened. I shared all of this with you to help you out, and those, of course, who've listened and have been able to get out of those high-risk plays have been protected and obviously aren't down or have been completely rugged by a lot of these high-risk meme coin plays. So that's what I'm looking at the moment. I know it's not what everybody wants to hear out there, but I think if you are in the stronger coins, I do think even if the bears are right and the bull run is over, or at least the bull run is over for altcoins, I don't think the bull run is over for Bitcoin, that these particular altcoins will survive through multi-cycles and prosper. Just like I held some Solana through the last bear market as it went all the way down to $8, and I bought more at 12, and I held some through the bear market, and then I was able to profit greatly on that as I was patient to wait for the new bull run. Well, I hope you enjoyed the show today. As always, until the next episode or until I see you in the Discord, happy trading.